Hey, John Sonmez from SimpleProgrammer.com. So I got a question here. I'm going to condense this one because this is a long email here. By the way, if you send me questions, if you could keep them short, then I can read the whole question. Otherwise, I got to condense it here, but it's okay. So anyway, Leandro wrote this email basically about blogging, right? So he wants to create a blog, and I'm not going to give too many of his personal details because I don't want him to be identified, especially considering the nature of this. But essentially, this is the conflict that he has here, which is basically he works for a company that doesn't really allow blogging, right? So he can't really have a blog. You know, and he talked about how I would recommend in a lot of places to quit a company that restricts you personally in ways like that. But in this case, he's working for kind of a big shot company where he's making a lot of money, and it just doesn't make sense to quit the job. He doesn't want to leave the job. So he was thinking about either using other social networks to kind of build up a reputation, or to basically blog internally in his company, and that would be a way to build up a reputation. But essentially, he's worried about the fact that he can't do what I say in my How to Market Yourself as a Software Developer course. He can't do that because he can't market himself, right? He can't create a blog. So I've got some advice here, and if you're in this kind of situation, I think I'm going to call this being the Batman of blogging, right? So Batman had a secret identity, right? Superman too, right? Superheroes, they have, Batman is Bruce Wayne, but he's also Batman. So what you're going to do, or what I would suggest, is if you're in the situation where you can't publicly create a blog and use your name because your company is not letting you, you can build an online persona, right? So, and you can later reveal that, just like Superman and Batman later revealed their identities, right? Their secret identities. So what you're going to do is you're going to become the Batman of blogging. You create a blog and you create some kind of logo, some kind of catchphrase, some kind of other persona or a different name, a pseudonym, right? And you blog under that name, and that can be kind of cool anyway, because it'll be something catchy, hopefully. And you create your blog, you build your reputation, and you do everything under that name, and you're still marketing yourself. Now, obviously, you're not going to be able to appear in person unless you're wearing a mask. That would be kind of cool, though. I would say that if you went to some conferences and you're like, I'm like C++ guy, or I don't know, like the the Flash, the Adobe Flash, right? Something like that. And then you like wore a mask and you talked in the conference the whole time in your secret identity. That would be that'd be pretty cool. But anyway, that's besides the point. What I'm basically saying, and I'm saying this in all seriousness, is just create a blog with under that persona, under that secret name, and then when you leave this company, you can always come out of the closet, reveal your secret identity, and then attach it to your personal name, and you'll still gain the credibility. So what this allows you to do is to still build up a reputation online, build up a blog, build up a following, doing some of this marketing yourself without revealing your real name. It's like having a pen name as an author. In fact, back in the day, right, a lot of women would do this where they'd write as a man in order to be able to get published, right? We're not in those old days anymore, unless you're in the Middle East, but okay. Anyway, so anyway, the point is you can use a name, and you can create an identity online, and you can build up a reputation, and you don't have to use your real name at first, right? And then you can always add that later. So anyway, hopefully that helps you. And if you've got a question for me, email me at john@simpleprogrammer.com. And if you like this channel, subscribe. Take care.